Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Thursday night paint night. I'm your host, Adam Paul. I got my lovely wife over here.
Hi, guys.
Let me turn this down a little bit. All right. So, as you can see, tonight we're going to be working on a LiME aluminum hood panels. We have these for sale. They're great for either practicing, displaying your work. I use them all the time. We really like them. We're going to be doing a bumblebee style transformer design on this, and the great thing is we're just going to be using spray paint and an airbrush. So it's going to be super easy. Still a little bit detailed because we'll be putting some of the paint into a cup out of the spray cans and then airbrushing a little bit more detail into this. But to be honest, I haven't really planned this out all too much. I'm just pretty much just winging it on this. So stick around, see if it turns out. I'm really hoping it's going to, but we'll see what we can do. I'll kind of show you first off some of the products that we'll be using. So I already talked about the hood. I did cut this out. Basically, just found the image on Google, sent it over to the Design Space app, and cut it out with a Cricut cutter. So got that cut out. That's ready to go. A few things we'll be using. We need to clean this up with panel prep. That'll make sure all the wax and the grease is off of there. We won't have any contamination and adhesion problems due to poor surface prep. If there's a little bit of oil or anything on this, the paint's not going to want to stick to that. So we'll get this cleaned up with the panel prep. Next, we'll move on to some high build primer surfacer in the can. So this is a 1K. We'll spray this on a couple light coats. We'll scuff it down, and then we're ready for base coat. First base coat that will be a combination of we have white here and we have black. The whole panel will kind of go white, but before that we're gonna kind of prep the color underneath the Transformers logo. So you should be able to learn a little bit with that, because it's kind of more of an advanced technique if you can plan out where your stencils are going to go, and you can kind of pre-prep and put the colors where you want them before you lay down the stencil. So I'll kind of show you how to do that. We're going to lay out a racing stripe style design in black. So we have the black here, and then obviously we'll be spraying the yellow. So this is yellow base coat. So we'll see how it goes. Another thing I wanted to show you is we will be using, so we do have some new colored vinyl tape coming out. We do have the blue and the orange coming out. So that's great. If you hashtag LiME into the comments, you'll win a couple rolls of these, and you'll also win. We have these new mini maskers that are coming out. I'll use those tonight too. This thing's super cool. I'm sure a lot of you used them before, but this unrolls to about, I don't know, 1.5 feet or so. Perfect for graphics, and be able to tape it out and keep overspray down to a minimum. So these things are super easy. Glad to have them. So you'll win one of those two along with some tape tonight. So all you do is hashtag LiME into the comments, and you'll be entered to into the wheel. The wheel to win. What are you doing? What is that? God, I got something hanging on my butt. What is going on here? God.
Yeah, a tape towel.
I just hear you laughing behind me. I was like, what the hell's going on?
I was going to let it stay there and not say anything.
Yeah, you probably should have.
Oh.
All right, so yeah, we have those. And finally, we'll end this project with the double shot clear coat. This is part A and part B into the can. All we do is pop this off, we put the ring in there into the lug, pull it 360 degrees, and we shake it up, and that's going to release the other component into the can. You have 24 hours with this, but if you put it into the refrigerator, you have about 3 days with it. So what we'll do, get the graphics done, we'll spray the clear on it. Well, first we'll obviously unlock the part B that's in the can, and spray a couple coats, and we'll put this in the fridge. When I come in tomorrow, I'll scuff it down. I can use the same can, and we'll do another 2 or 3 coats right over that, and it's going to be completely leveled out. So this is, like I said, 24 hours or 3 days if you have it in the fridge. and this is ready to cut and buff within 24 hours. So good stuff. But yes, that's on sale too. You can find that on Amazon, eBay, or our e-commerce site.
Okay, I have a question and then a comment to tell you.
Okay.
Someone said, got a skateboard deck from Amazon, came black. Can I just scuff and spray my clear with flake, or does it need high build primer?
You know what? With flake, you can actually get away with a lot. So I would probably just leave it black and then go straight to flake. You might still have a little bit of wood grain texture to that, so you might want to sand that down and then hit it one more time with clear coat, and then you're going to be all smoothed out, ready to go. A lot of it would depend on if there's a lot of wood grain, but if it's pretty smooth, then you're going to get away without seeing any of that. So yeah, I think I've actually done that once before. I bought a blackboard.
And then the comment said, E. Brown said, thought I would share this. The sizing glue I had for 2 years, and it's still working great.
All right. That's surprising. Yeah, we've had some problems with some bottles going solid, drying up. But all is good. Thanks.
Fancy colors.
Yeah, so we're going to obviously use the panel prep on this before we do anything, because we sand on this, we're just driving those contaminations right into the metal. We don't want to do that. We want this thing to be clean and no problems with adhesion. Go. A different rack here. Okay, nice and clean. We're going to start off with the high build primer. All we really need is just a couple of good coats on here, nothing too crazy. Okay. The lighter the coats, the faster this is going to dry for us. This is not necessary, and usually it's not recommended, but I'm going to go ahead and speed this process up by using a heat gun. Just allow this to flash off a little faster. Really, it's best to just to wait. Let it air dry. All right, I think we're ready for another coat. Go ahead and do it in this direction, going this way, because you can see I have a little bit of tiger stripes going that way. So hit it this way. Just enough to get full coverage. The panel's in good shape, no big scratches or obviously any dings or anything like that. So we're able to get away with super light coats. Okay, I think we're there. A little bit red there. A little wet there. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and take the 600 grit wet sanding sponge. And we're going to just lightly grab it and then just put a little bit of etch into it. Make sure the surface is nice and smooth. there. Let's go ahead and wipe it down. Perfect. Okay, we are going to, so this is already gray. So what we're going to do is take a little bit of our white. Just in a cup like this. Let me go ahead and fill that up. Fill that up with some white paint. We're going to take that and we're going to fill up our airbrush with that. We're just using the Avante from Harbor Freight. This has a 0.050 tip in it. Get all that solvent out of there. Okay, we're going to pop open the cap, get some of that white in there. We're going to kind of blend it in to the gray we have.
Does the black candy come ready to spray through an airbrush?
The black candy, no, it's concentrate form. That's all in concentrate. So you need to mix that with clear base coat or Intercoat clear. Okay, let's grab the... So this Transformers logo is going to go in the center, about right there. So what we'll do is we're going to use the gray primer that's already on there. Got a little bit of blue stuck in there still. Uh-oh. Let me clean this out one more time. Kind of went away, huh? All right. Oh, man.
What was that?
Oh, paint right there. Okay, it's all right. Dang.
You know, if you're going to use Transformer logo, the panel should be yellow.
Oh, the panel will be yellow, actually. You stay tuned. I gotcha. A little bit of blue in here, too. That's okay. And what we're doing is we're just prepping kind of where the logo is going to go. You see, we're just kind of be placing it right there. So we're just going to lay out the colors beforehand. We'll take just a little edge like this of the paper, kind of make sharper lines. Maybe some this way.
Any tips to help vinyl pinstripe tape stick in a compound curve? Mine is being a pain in the booty in a spot on freshly cured paint on a batwing fairing.
Well, you know, freshly cured paint is a base coat. You know, vinyl tape has a little bit harder time sticking to base coats rather than sanded clear coat or anything else for that matter. So I really like to have everything clear coated and sanded before laying out the tape. However, I'm obviously not doing that on this. But also, if you're leaving your tape for a while and you're making those tight curves, put a piece of safety tape on there. So a little piece of masking on there. Once you get that curve done, it'll help build up a memory to that curve, to that tape. And then when you pull it off, like whenever you're ready to paint, it'll be better off being stuck in that position because it's kind of built up that memory and that tape has held it down there. So that's what I do. But yes, as a beginner, pulling tape a little bit too hard is a thing that happens a lot. But you'll get past it. Really. What about a heat gun? Yeah, heat gun. You could, I know people have done that. Also using a roller or taking a back into a razor blade or a tape removal blade. Okay, we're about ready to lay out our logo there.
Wow, that's noisy.
That's a little noisy, huh? Okay. So since we don't have any transfer tape, we're going to go ahead and just use this 1.5 inches. I'm going to stick it to my shirt to get a little bit of the tack off. We'll have to line these up, about 5 or 6 of these. But if you have clear transfer tape, that also works. What's going on here?
What you doing?
Here we go. That was a little small. Okay. Hopefully I'm not getting paint on the back of that again. Okay, let's go ahead and peel this off. Hopefully it all peels off in one. There we go. Okay, get rid of that.
Do not use Cricut transfer tape.
Oh, really?
That's what Parrish says.
Oh. Does it have like adhesion problems or adhesive issues?
Adam, try using disposable lint roller sheets as transfer tape in a pinch.
Oh, wow. That's a good idea. I'm going to try to get that lined up with that because I didn't mark the center of this. Let's put it right there. That looks about right.
Adam, when's the LimeLine Cricut going to be available?
The Cricut? We do have some actual, we'll have transfer tape and a vinyl we're launching out very soon. So we will have both of these in that I'm talking about. But right now we're just winging it. We're using what we got. Like I said, I don't even know if this is going to turn out good. This is probably to be honest, this is probably the least planned live I've had. But
Parrish said that the Cricut transfer tape is way too sticky.
Is it?
Damn sticky.
Yeah, sometimes that's hard.
Okay. Sergio sent a $10 super chat and he said,
yes.
Question: had to swat a wasp, scuff the helmet, sand the clear coat, or buff the helmet. What would I do? Small spot on the helmet.
So what happened?
I had question: had to swat a
wasp?
Gosh damn, the thing moved up on me. Had to swat a wasp.
Wow.
Those annoying little buggers. I hate these.
Where do you live? I mean, isn't it cold there? There's wasps flying
I don't
around.
know. Well, we
those
have
things
mosquitoes.
hibernate or something.
Those suckers don't usually come out for a minute. So should they buff the helmet or?
Yeah, that's a good question. How deep is that?
Small spot on the helmet, he says.
I would try to buff it out, and if you happen to burn through, you might have to, because that's worst case scenario. You have to touch it up and clear it again. You know, and it's experience that let you know is whether or not you can get away with buffing that or not. I would leave it taped up, try to buff it, try to sand it, and if it sands out, try to buff it, and then you'd be good. But if not, if it still stays taped up, then you could easily just scuff up the helmet and then throw it back into clear again.
Isn't that decal going to pull off your white you just laid down?
I sure hope not. That's not the plan. But hey, stay tuned. That might happen. No, it usually generally does not happen. This is if you're using like over-the-counter spray paint, that stuff has like an air dry clear coat in it, and yes, you'll most likely pull off that layer. This is automotive base coat. It's what we use. So this is base coat that I did that crooked.
By the way, I forgot to tell you thanks for the super chat, Sergio. Sorry, I was excited to read your questions, but thanks for the super chat.
Yeah, appreciate that, Sergio. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, I laid that crooked. Look at that. Jeez. What was I saying right there? I got distracted. I'm sorry. Yeah. Man, oh man.
But it's not going to pull.
Yeah, it's not going to pull. We're using just straight base coat. That's for automotive use. It dries fast. It doesn't have the clear coat in it. Okay. My white base coat is...
Gary said sprayed black base coat, sprayed silver base or silver flake, cleared over and let cure 2 hours. Standing today, and it's almost impossible to get smooth. What did I do wrong?
You might have just needed more clear coat, but a lot of times, if the flake lands on and it has a lot of texture, and a lot of those flakes like land like upright, it's going to create a lot of texture. So you need to have enough clear coat on there to be able to sand that smooth. So most likely what you're going to have to do, scuff it down. Don't sand it too aggressively where you're burning into the flakes, and then just re-clear it one more time. And then sand it, and then you'll be ready to go. That'll be baby butt smooth at that point. Your tape's going to stick better. And overall, you're going to start with a better surface. So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing with flake. It does create a texture, and we do need to deal with that.
He's in Texas where the bees are.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I guess so, right? All right. Okay, back to the white base coat. Let me make sure we're doing this right. So white, yes, white, orange, or yellow. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing here.
He said he had someone said the guy that asked him was going to pull off the paint said I had mine pull off some base art before. I was using wicked colors by Cretex.
Oh yeah, I mean Waterborne is probably more susceptible to that.
When let's see, E. Brown said the 12 by 150 line vinyl for Cricut Maker is not on your website. When will it be available?
So that we had to pull that off the shelves. It was leaving a residue. So that's not available, but we do have a replacement coming.
Are you using removable vinyl right now?
Yes, I am. Yep, that's just removable vinyl. A different brand.
Any word on a square stencil?
Oh, a cube stencil. Yeah, I have that all made up, and man, we've been launching products left and right, and I just haven't really got to that one. But yeah, hopefully soon we can get that one available for you guys. All right, I'm just going to heat this up again. Going to make sure that coat dries before we apply the next one, because really we don't want to oversaturate this, especially around that stencil. The lighter coats, if you build up lighter coats, you'll use less paint to do the job.
Why does candy peel when pulling taped patterns?
So oversaturation usually, like I just talked about here, is we don't want to oversaturate this panel, especially around any kind of a stencil or tape. Reason being is that the base coat can bridge up over the stencil, and then when you go to pull it, it wants to pull the paint with it. So it's very important to keep your layers as thin as possible. With an airbrush, that's pretty easy to do, as long as you're not like really drowning it out. With spray cans like this, you just got to go slow.
Hey Adam, what's the best way to keep flake from clogging my gun so fast? First coat goes on great, but second coat, gun gets clogged up gun gets clogged up even spraying 5 to 10 minutes between coats.
Yeah, so make sure you're I like to use the PPS system. We have a system that cups out too. That's the disposable system. So in between coats, you're able to turn your cup upside down and let it sit upside down. Because what's happening, those flakes are starting to sink into your gun. It's going to clog it up. So I personally prefer a disposable system. So you can flip that cup upside down and let it sit there in between coats. Also, you can put like a nut or a nut or a bolt in it, and that also will kind of help keep it agitated as long as you're, you know, kind of spinning it around in there. But yes, that is a little bit of a challenge.
Hey, you got your gun working, they said. How'd you do it?
It just started working again. I don't know how.
Someone said it helps to shake the gun.
To shake it?
Mm-hmm. They honored the ones they wrote in stone.
All right, another coat of the white.
Tried spraying some of the epoxy. I tried to reduce it, but my urethane reducer would not mix in. Any idea why?
Really? Very interesting. That should get a little drip right there. I got to be real careful keeping that nozzle clean. Make sure we keep that below its nose. Yeah, that's right in the middle. I don't want to touch that. That'll end up drying up pretty good. Do you want to contact me on that primer? Who mentioned that? Epoxy primer. Yeah, so info@limelinepaintsupply.com. I'll get you taken care of on that. But yeah, send us an email tonight, and I'll respond tomorrow, and we'll get that problem fixed for you. Okay, we're just about there. Oh, a couple of drips.
Shout out to LimeLine tape. First time using it today, and so much easier to work with.
Right on. Appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, we do have new colors coming out. Same material. Yeah, new colors.
I think Paris is saying maybe this is for you. Lightly go over it with some 400 before you candy. Oh, no, I think he's talking to someone else. Sorry. They all try to help answer questions. They're so nice.
Well, that's great. I know,
it's awesome. So awesome.
That's what we're all here for, is to learn. I'm probably going to learn something here.
What, 2 drips?
2 drips. Just wasn't paying attention. We'll be okay, though. One's right there on the stencil. Okay, that's about dry. I'm going to need a little more paint over here. No drips there. Okay, and then we're going to follow this up with a yellow base coat. Oh, a little more white right here, maybe. Let's get that yellow ready. So these caps do come with a color indicated lid. So if you do get your metal flake or whatnot in this, you can see right here that the plunger kind of just goes in these when we fill them up. Kind of shows, but nothing's leaked in here. I got the drips, man. That would be terrible. No thanks. Okay.
I've always used paper tape. I finally use your vinyl tape. I keep trying to break it with my finger, but man, it makes some sharp lines.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
It is, paper tape is nice for that because you can just kind of rip and go. You know, it's real quick. You got to use obviously a blade to cut the vinyl. All right.
After I candy over my tape patterns, can I leave it overnight and then go back and pull tape, or how long should I wait?
Yeah, you could do that. You just have to wait till the paint's dry, so you really won't have to wait till the next day. If you're applying it correctly, you should only have to wait, a matter of like 5 or 10 minutes. But if you're oversaturating it, you're probably going to have problems with dry time's going to extend out a bunch. I mean, it could take a half an hour, 45 minutes for that to dry, and then you might have adhesion issues because you got it on there so wet. Okay, we're going to hit this with yellow now that we got the white base down. The white base, I mean, we could have just sprayed the yellow over this, but it wouldn't have been as bright and as vibrant. We really want that yellow to pop. We are going to go back and kind of grunge this out a little bit and see what we can do there. But let's check this yellow out and see how it does. Should we keep the tip clean? You see, I'm not going too crazy because we want to do this in coats. Then go on all at one time. Little heat gun action over here to speed things up for us. Man, I really wish I would have put that on straight. All right, looks like that's starting to flash off. I think we're ready for another coat. Whoa. Let me put this heat gun down.
Someone said you got to do one of these with that hot pink rattle can base.
I should do that. I was planning on that last tank panel, and I fudged that up by not bringing the can with me. I still have it though. It's at the warehouse. All right, I think we're just about there. Let's make sure we got in that stencil good. Okay, we're good there. We got good coverage. That was real nice and quick. Kept it pretty light. That's what I like to see. And let's heat this up and we'll make sure it's nice and dry so we can lay out our tape lines. So we're about midway through. We can go ahead and we want to give away our first giveaway. So like I said, if you guys type in LiME into the comments, hashtag LiME, like you see everybody else doing there, you'll be entered in for a chance to win a couple rolls of the new win it before you get it, before you can get it color rolls here. We have orange and blue. Same formula, same materials we're using with the green. It's just we're going to have the different colors. So whatever you prefer on that, you get those, and you'll also get the new win it before you can get it mini masker, and we'll be using this as well tonight. This stuff's great. It's hooked with a roll of tape on there already, and it folds out into about 3 times the size. So that'll be perfect for this. It's great for graphics. We'll have this out. It'll be about 3 weeks, and we'll have this launched as well. Oh, yes, I do. That's hey, that's the best joke of the night. Okay, I like that. All right, it still looks a little tacky, but it's feeling pretty dry. All right, we're just about there.
How long do you warm the can after it's been in the fridge?
I don't even warm it. I don't even warm it. It comes right out of the fridge and you're able to use it. No issues with that.
I thought I saw a clean wrap on his leg. Yeah, that's what that little piece of tape was stuck to too. It was stuck to his butt and his freaking clean wrap. That's why I was laughing. That was funny.
Oh, I'm glad you get good entertainment from that.
Huh?
I'm glad you're getting good entertainment from that.
It's funny. It was like a loop-de-loop on your butt.
All right, let's. Well, I wish this wasn't crooked, really, but it's okay. We're gonna live with it. So I'm gonna eyeball this, and we're gonna lay out a piece of tape about right there for what it looks like. And then I'm gonna try to do the same thing this other side right here. I'm trying.
Supposed to spin the wheel?
Oh, yes, we should do that. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel. So hashtag LiME in the comments. That's going to give you a chance to win. So you'll win the mini masker and the couple of rolls of tape we're using here.
Kentucky's a great place to hold an in-person class. Wink, wink.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
They said they want to see your tattoo.
Yeah, it's kind of wrapped up right now. Dang, look how crooked that is. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
There you are.
All right, let's go. Good luck. Saw you in there, drunk monkey. Vicky Pilot, congratulations. You are the winner. You won the couple rolls of tape and the mini masker. Before you could even buy it, you got it.
The 2 new products you can get before you even buy.
Yes. I'm going to have to redo that. These are looking not good. Okay,
also, a super chat came in. Let me get back to this page here. From Big Mike, it's a $100 super chat.
Oh, wow.
And it said, this $100 is for always answering our questions. I've never had a creator so responsive and easy to talk to. Thank you for all the great advice. I appreciate you and your partner in crime a ton. It's nice to know there's still good people out there willing to help. Hashtag LiME.
Wow, that means a lot to us. We really appreciate that super chat.
Dang, yeah. Thanks for literally the super kind words, and the super chat is very nice too. Thank you so much.
Yes, we appreciate that. And
if you guys weren't here, we wouldn't be here either. So we really appreciate you being here.
That's right. If there were 0 viewers, we wouldn't do it. Hey, but even 1, we'd probably still do it though, right? Yeah.
Thanks, Big Mike.
That was really nice of you. We appreciate that. Thanks for being part of our paint family. With a crooked logo. Look at that. Come on. Look how bad that is. You can see how crooked it is now. It's okay. We're going to live with it. Okay.
Pear said there's a big pinstriping class in Ohio in June. Me and Chopper Bob was too late to sign up for it, but it filled up super fast.
Oh, really?
Ohio. That's where our youngest daughter's boyfriend lives.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at in Ohio. Cleveland area. Yeah, we like Ohio. I think we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame down there. Up. Well, I'm too far past that now. Let me look at it when I get to it. I'm at the right corner.
I can't. Maybe it does. Either that or it's the reflection of the light. I can't.
It's a little light. Yeah, but we're gonna. This thing's gonna be kind of grunged out. We're gonna put some texture and stuff to it, so we're gonna be fine with that. But yeah, good eye. Good looking out.
You got your beard goggles on, and you've got your crooked lines.
Yeah. That's why clear transfer tape works better than tape. I would have been able to see that a little better.
Jay said, I wish my youngest daughter's boyfriend lived in Ohio.
Okay, so I just kind of put the border around that, and then the pinstripe will maybe go right here. That looks good. We'll go with that.
Whoa.
And then we'll eyeball it. You could always measure this out too, but just by looking at reference points, yeah, I think I'm about right there. What I'm doing is I'm looking at like right here and where it kind of slopes down, kind of matching it up there. You can measure it out though too.
What's the difference between the new blue and the orange vinyl tapes?
There really isn't much of a difference at all. It's the same material.
It's just color preference.
Color preference, yep.
Some people don't like blue, some don't like orange, some don't like green, and some like all the different colors so they can kind of see what the colors when they lay it out will kind of look like.
That's true. Is that you saying that or somebody?
Me.
Oh wow. You're learning.
What do you think I've been doing here all these years?
Well,
come on.
You're getting smart. Proud of you for that one. This is way easier when you tape on top like this right here, because I'm able to cut on the top of the tape. Those other ones I kind of jumped the gun and I taped them out before the border.
See, if you needed to, you could do an orange line next to the blue line, right?
Oh yeah.
B Diamond Orange. What's going on with this? I keep seeing this. What's happening?
Yeah, he has a new color out, B Diamond Orange. I don't know, maybe you haven't heard this yet.
I heard him say that we should name one of our colors.
Oh, it's a done deal now. It's a done deal. Yeah, B Diamond Orange.
Did you change your tape color?
No, we have a new blue line and orange tape line coming out as well. So those are soon to be released. But like I said earlier, you can win it here before you can get it. Okay. I'm not really sure where I was going with the outline there. That's fine though. Yes, we'll see how this looks. We're done here.
I bet I could possibly get a warehouse area for class, depending on class size, maybe even get group hotel rates. Efforts to start the wheels, I'm in.
Kentucky, huh? Yeah, you know, if I don't do one in Florida, I think I'll be in trouble. So Florida's going to have to be the first one. I do have a space out here in Salt Lake City that we thought about using, and it has a paint booth, a classroom, and everything. And it's actually right by an amphitheater that has a lot of cool musicians. So I would love to do something that has some more entertainment with it as well, like a class and then a concert. Okay, I'm going to lay out this. Oh, that needs to be a little fatter. Make that line a little thicker. There we go. Push down that edge. So that one I'm just going to let dip underneath this blue outline. The same thing over here. Making sure I'm not pulling too hard on the tape.
He says, set it up and I'll be there. Don't be playing around. Get serious.
I like that.
That's Parrish. He's going to...
Okay.
He's going to come get you if you don't get going. He said he was just going to show up. I told him, go ahead.
Just show up to a live?
No, show up to the warehouse. I said, oh, come on. You're invited.
You've been around long enough. The door's open.
Do I need a lot of pressure to cut through the yellow lime line tape? I'll be using it to mask over scallops I painted today. Or do you have a different option than using the tape?
No, that's usually what I do with the tape. And you see here how I'm cutting on top of the tape. These other couple ones, it was underneath the border. It was a little more challenging because I actually had to cut on top of the base coat, and you really risk cutting into that when you do that. Okay. That one's slightly fatter, but okay. All right, let's try this mini mask.
Careful what you ask for, Adam. Parrish might show up at the warehouse.
Okay.
Dave Wall sent a $30 super chat.
Oh, wow.
He said, sitting here in my shed in Queensland, Australia, have learned a lot. Thanks heaps. Crazy to think that you're all the way over there and you've taught me something. Thanks.
Oh, well, we really appreciate that.
Thanks, Dave.
And we love Australia.
Yeah, we went down there like in 2008 and painted some bikes for some customers down there.
Yep.
And stayed 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was super fun.
Brisbane. Went to Brisbane. Where else? Port Hedland, and what was the other one on that? Perth. Yep.
Party at the warehouse.
All right, you see how that kind of just folds out right there? Oh, that's nice. It actually folds out a little farther than what I was saying. That'll fold out and then tuck under. So that makes it really nice. Makes it really manageable to be able to use this rather than a big roll like you would usually see.
Someone said, I travel to see a bike/car show with live entertainment. Hashtag Lime, or well, not hashtag Lime Fest, but Lime Fest.
Oh, that's a great name. I might have to steal that.
So they said, Lime Fest, yes, I'll bring the Camaros. I'll have to find a partner in crime.
I like this. All right, we'll do the same thing on this side. We're just going to kind of line that up there.
Is the plastic charged with static?
This should be a static free. Should be static free. Pull this out just enough to be able to tape out the other line right there. Yeah, looks good. Make sure that's not too loose. It's going to blow around. Maybe I'll put another one right there. Oh, I lost my blade. Where did that go? On the ground? Oh. Grab a razor blade here. Take that and we'll just kind of tuck it under. There we go. Maybe just tape it right there to keep it down. Okay. I think we are just about ready. I do need to tape off.
Now when the paint dries, it's not going to flake off the plastic?
No, it shouldn't. I'm gonna grab a razor blade and right here, it's just a little, sticking it just a little bit right there on that corner. Get that down. There we go. Same thing here. Cover up these little edges. Okay, perfect. All right, we are going to get into the black. Give that a shake. Make sure it's spraying good, looking good. Let's check that nozzle, make sure it's not. See it, sometimes it gets paint on it. You really want to make sure that stays clean.
Paris said, so if I showed up there, what do you want me to demonstrate? I could do the carbon fiber pattern. I could show you the crystals.
Oh, the crystals for sure.
He says, I'm retired. Don't
Come on up.
I think I won't.
Come on a Thursday. We've had visitors before. Let's see, who wants to see Parrish come up here? We'll do it on. Get him on here on a live. Crystal effects.
Yeah, do it. I enjoy watching your videos and learning so much. I stripe my bike. I just finished my dyno. Could you possibly make a video showing an airbrush style?
Airbrush style of what? Just an airbrush style? Yeah, I think you can rewatch some lives I've done. Done a few different, airbrushing videos. Frankenstein. I did a chick on a helmet. But yeah, I think I will. For sure, I'll getting into those again. We are coming out with a skull stencil set as well.
Paris, don't come out till at least after April 2nd because we're leaving to Germany. So don't come when we happen to be gone. It'd be sad.
Yeah, if not, you can take over our lives here because we're going to miss next week. But we'll be on for the following, though, right? So, yeah, if you want to come down and then take over for next week.
We'll get home on Wednesday night.
Yeah, so we'll do Thursday. We'll be tired.
You want me to do a live all jet lag?
Yep.
No.
No, they want you to do a live all jet lagged.
Paris said, Mama says she's ready for a vacation. Wanted to thank you for the root beer candy mixture. I'm doing a crazy custom 1984 Camaro, and it's one of the 4 colors I use. Your candies are awesome. Retired Army, then did school in Pocatello, Idaho.
Oh, okay,
Just
that's close.
A close little neighbor.
Yeah, you really could show up.
No, that was Jason. That was not.
Oh yeah, I know Paris. Paris lives in Florida, right?
Kentucky.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're welcome, Jason, he means, and thanks for your service. And hello, neighbor.
We like our neighbors to the where are they? To the west? They're not to our west. Neighbors to our north. I think Tina has some videos of when we were in Idaho. She just found those. So hey,
Yeah.
maybe we'll have to show those.
No. I don't think you do.
Probably get more super chats.
Parrish, if you come, Tina said she'd come over here and be me for the night. So you have a little commentator reader. See, you guys team up and host the live while we're gone.
Oh.
Parrish and Tina. How would I mix a candy till with the concentrates?
I'm sorry?
How would I mix a candy till with the concentrates?
It'll be a blue and gold mixture is what you're going to look for. Is getting the right mixture of those two. You'll be able to get a teal. It's going to be a little bit more blue than gold. If not, that'll turn green. But then yeah, just put more blue in it. Okay, I think we're there. I don't want to get this too crazy overloaded with paint, and we're pretty well covered. So okay. Nice.
I'd rather show up when y'all are there.
Yeah, we'll be. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, come on up.
Come on over.
Let's see what we got here.
You could come up, then you could go on down to Moab and Zion and Bryce Canyon. See all those crazy things also.
Okay, so far so good. We're looking okay.
So far, so good.
No problems.
Masking staticky?
No.
Because they said that static also brings the dirt with it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It'll attract lint and everything else you don't want into your paint. But nope, no flaking and no static. Cool. All right. A little bit of overspray. Dang it. A little bit of overspray. What do you think about that? Somebody didn't tape it down very good right there. We're going to live with it because we're going to grunge this thing up with some, we're going to take some of the white or some of the yellow and mix it in with a little bit of the black. And hopefully we'll grunge this thing out, make it look a little rough, like it's been in battle, you know?
Looks like a yield sign.
So far, it does.
Yeah.
Let's got a little overspray here too. Should have been a little more careful.
They think you don't do stuff like that. You do.
I'm sorry?
They think you don't do stuff like that.
What, make mistakes?
Yeah.
Oh, they haven't been watching my lives then, because it happens quite a bit.
Oh, guess Ash has to take over.
Yeah, I think so.
You'll definitely freaking see all kinds of mistakes. I am not good at that.
Do this one too.
Steampunk them.
Steampunk it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of grunged out, I guess, is what the term I would use. But what's steampunk get? Like gears and
bullet hole.
a bullet hole. Yeah, bullet hole. We'll fix it. I don't think we need it though, and actually that would be appropriate with a bullet hole. I mean, he is just getting out of battle.
Do people shoot at them, Transformers?
Well, yeah.
Do they? I don't know. I don't think I've ever watched that movie.
The Decepticons do.
I don't know nothing about that. All I know is the one I looked at this weekend.
Alhorama.
100 million times. That's all I know about it.
Well, I think that's what kind of spurred up this idea.
I thought so.
Was doing the Bumblebee. I think I'm gonna have to trim that. Oh no, we're good. Good there, good there. Yeah, see a little bit of overspray right there. Dang it. What's going on? Man, it's okay. We will take care of that. Let's see. So we need to, these are gone. Maybe this one right here. We're going to trim that. And I got that side, so we're good. All right. Next thing, we're going to go ahead and, so I haven't decided if I'm going to hit that with a black fade. I probably, you know what? I'll probably hit it with the same kind of grunge black yellow that we're going to make. So I'll go ahead and take another cup, and we'll take the yellow base coat that I have. Where is that? Right here. So we're going to take the yellow base coat. We're just going to go ahead and fill up this cup with some paint. All right, that should be enough. You can see we got enough paint in there. I'm going to go ahead and spray a little bit
Here
of...
comes the huffy.
Yeah, the gold's the best, let me tell you. A little bit of black in here.
Oh, is that why you had gold around your face the other day?
No. Give this a stir, and look at that. We're going to make like a black yellow. Might need a little more. No, yeah, maybe a little more black in this. There we go. There we go. So we got this darker orange look. All right. Okay, we're going to fill this up. Cap back on, and so we have this handy little texture stencil. We'll go ahead and use that too. This thing comes in really handy, especially doing jobs like this. So we're going to be able to create some texture around this, around the logo, kind of blend that in and make it look like this thing's gone through battle is really what we're looking for. We're looking to dirty and grunge up this yellow. problem with this. Let's see. Something's jammed.
Got the clam jam?
I got the clam jam. Yeah, something's wrong here. Let me
Stifle it, Adam.
Huh. I'm having a hard time with that brush. One second, don't go anywhere. I'm here.
Big old Bam Bam Clam Jam 2025.
All right, I think I got it figured out here. No more clam jam.
Adam, would you be interested in painting my fish panel like that hood? I can mail one out to you guys. I would like to see what he can do with it.
What kind of panel? What kind of panel did you say?
My fish panel?
What? What's that? Man, something got all over this. What is that? Oh, speckled it a little bit with some paint. Okay, I think this is working. Yeah, okay, that's gonna work. So we'll go ahead and grab some trusty little texture stencil here. And we're just gonna follow the outside lines and kind of work different sides of the stencil.
I think he wants you to paint a fish on the panel. I think
a fish?
It's M-A-H-I is a type of fish on a panel like that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not really one to paint fishes.
It's aluminum. He said it's aluminum, just like that hood, just cut out into the shape of a fish.
Oh, a shape of a fish. Okay.
Or I can do it in any other fish. I just want to see if you want to paint it.
Yeah, I probably would. I'd probably do that. Yeah, it'd be fun. I don't know if I'd paint it like a fish, but it sounds like that would be fun and different. You see how so putting the yellow in with the black, it mellowed out the texture here. It's gonna make it not so prominent. Really, that's what we want to be slightly mild with this. We can overdo it and really dirty this thing up. And that's not what we want to do. You can use the edge of the stencil. You can use the middle of the stencil. Just however you see fit. Nothing too crazy. Maybe right here I'll go a little more just to kind of help.
Adam, did you get a tattoo on your leg?
I did. A couple of them. Yeah, I'm hardcore. I went 2 days in a row and got oh shoot.
Whoa,
Pretty,
what's going on?
What's going on here? Sorry about that. Yeah, I got what I got? I got a forklift and a tut-tut.
And a coin.
And a coin, yep. Some clouds and forklift certified. I got my forklift certification the other day.
Oh, come on.
Pretty proud of that.
Come on, man.
And I'm going to I'm going to go over this pinstripe because we want to make sure that it shows up.
Maybe with flames or tribal graphics on the big panel thing.
Okay. Deal.
You can tune a fish, but you can't tune a piano. That was a good one.
Put some texture up in the eyes too, and make that look a little dirty. There we go. That's looking good. And don't forget, we still got to peel that Transformers logo. Can't really see it now. It's kind of hidden in there, but we got it in there.
Rob said, I tattooed a guy for 27 hours straight. He came in from an oil camp. We tattooed him, and then he left. He jumped on the plane, and it crashed, and he died. Didn't even own the tattoo for 24 hours.
No way. Wow.
That's so sad. That's crazy. I can't believe 27 hours.
Wow, he's probably stoked, too, to be all tatted up like that. Crazy is that? All right. A little dirtier hair. Whoa, not too crazy.
It looks like you picked up an ankle monitor, too.
No, that's not me.
What's on your ankle?
That's a bandage, man.
It's a paper towel. It's a freaking white paper towel. That's what it is.
It's a bandage at this point.
He had a meat paper on him yesterday. So
Yeah.
A meat.
It'll absorb all the blood.
Yeah, what the hell is it called? Meat sack. I don't know.
Make that look a little dirtier right there. We got scuffed up. A little scuffed up right there. Okay. Kind of shadow up and around the bottom of this. Maybe that eye would naturally have a shadow right there. Definitely do one right there. Okay, I don't want to go overboard with this. I think that's looking pretty good.
Caleb said 27 hours straight is no joke. My longest stretch getting ink was just shy of 28 hours. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's too freaking long.
I don't know how anybody can handle that.
Is that a stencil that we sell that you're using?
No, this is actually, you can get this. I think it's a Gerald Mendez stencil. All right, I think we got it there. We're looking pretty grungy and dirty, right? I mean, if you look up close, you can see.
Face is looking a little creepy.
Yeah, that does look a little creepy. All right, what do you say we pull that thing and see what it looks like, huh? Grab a tape removal blade. These little blades are handy because they help from keeping you from scratching the surface. So let's get rid of this border real quick first. Let's find the edge here.
It looks like a drunk baby face.
It's pretty scary looking right now.
It is.
Okay, that worked out good. I was hoping you were going to be able to see that good enough. Yeah, that does look like a baby face. That's scary. Wow. Okay. Let's check out this reveal. Once again, no paint peel because we're using Automotive Basecoat spray paint. This spray paint doesn't have a clear coat or anything in it that's going to build up or cause adhesion issues. Most of the stuff you would buy at like Home Depot and Lowe's, pretty much all of it's going to have a air dry clear coat in it, which doesn't allow you to be able to layer your graphics. Having an Automotive base coat obviously works out. It's a little more challenging because you have less control out of a spray can. Because with a paint gun and airbrush, you can always adjust your pressure, you can adjust your flow, you can get better atomization, you can get the job done with less paint because you're able to do lighter, drier coats. With spray paint, you just got to be a little more, just got to pay a little more attention to how you're spraying and do light coats, light, even coats and build them up. Make sure they're dry before you hit another one. Good. All right, not bad. Let's get rid of this little piece here. This little piece here. All right, that looks great. It's crooked.
I was going to say, he's just a little crooked.
He's a little crooked. You're wrong, but not bad. You can see how we put those lines in there, kind of make it look kind of chromy, kind of, gives us some highlights and stuff like that. We could also do a little bit more if we wanted to at this point. We could go in there and create some highlights and, highlight around the bottom or where the light would usually hit right here. Same thing right there. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, for pinstripes, kind of grunge look, I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and take this downstairs so we can hit it with the 2K clear coat. Oh, jeez.
Good lordy, dude.
The heck?
You got the drip and you got the drop seat.
Hey, you can't be funny 2 times in one day.
Oh, come on. My grandma always said she had the drop seat.
Oh, gee, I believe it. I believe it.
She dropped everything.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll bust this can open. So we're going to pull off that little device holder. Just stop, Ashley. Just stop. Just stop. Okay, we'll get rid of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and just...
Gotta get a day. It's supposed to be distressed.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, no problem there. Okay, so we're gonna open up the part B into the part A that's already in the can. So all we got to do is just pull, and then we're just gonna twist it, and that's gonna do it. Now we got the 2 parts in the can. We just need to make sure that that's mixed up good enough. Oh, both those 2 parts are mixed up. going on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this down into the booth, and then I'll come back and grab the camera so these guys can watch. So give me a second. I'll be right back to get you. Daddy ain't leaving.
Oh, come on, man. Why you gotta say that late? This guy, who's freaking in charge of this man? Gosh.
All right, told you I'd be back. Let's go.
The fat lack said the Autobot logo was looking at me like my dog, how my dog looks at me when he wants food. When I have food. Bye.
The yep. Need that. Okay. We got that can all mixed up pretty good. That's looking good. Let me throw my respirator on. Okay. Good to go. Got it all mixed up. There we go. Okay. Do one more coat this way. You see how nice that's laying out. Okay, as you can see, that was the first coat. I actually did 2 coats on there. No big deal. But I'm going to wait about 10 or 15 minutes. I'll go ahead and apply one more coat on that. I'll go ahead and put this into the fridge. And tomorrow I'll come back. I can come back tomorrow morning and be able to scuff that down with 800 grit. And so 800 grit or 600 grit will also work. And then be able to use the same can that I had before out of the fridge and be able to spray another coat. That's going to help bury some of those tape lines, and overall it's going to give it a smoother finish because right now we're applying over a lot of textured base coat, so it's going to take on a lot of that orange peel and whatnot. But once we sand this smooth when it's dry and clear it again, it's really going to glass it out and make it look good. So all right, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and we got one more giveaway to do.
They asked if you've ever fallen down the witch stairs, and I said
Yes.
he has once.
Twice, actually.
Oh, twice.
Yeah, and my dog was there. And when I fell on the ground, I was just like moaning, and she was licking my face. And I was like, "Go get help, girls!" And she didn't go nowhere. But I survived. Okay. Just to recap some of the things we used the double shot. We finished off with that. I'm going to go ahead and put one more coat in here later. And then sand it tomorrow and another couple of coats with that same can. We did use the yellow base coat. We used white base coat. We used black base coat. We used the panel prep. And we used the high build primer. So those are the only things we really used. We didn't need any compressor, any paint guns or anything like that besides the small airbrush compressor and the Harbor Freight compressor airbrush that we used to be able to put in a little bit of that detail. So really you can do these jobs without any equipment. Really, if you didn't, you could do probably some of that grunge with the airbrush. Instead of the airbrush, you could use the spray can, maybe a little more masking, but you could make it happen. But that's it. We have one more thing to give away, right?
Yep.
Okay, so hashtag LiME into the comments, and we'll check out who the last winner is. All right, good luck, guys. Chat about better. Yeah, I guess he's gonna be a painter now. I know you have a bike to paint, so get with us. All right, that's it. That's it for tonight. We won't be here. We'll be out of town next week, but we will be here the following week. Maybe a little bit of jet lag, but we will be here. So that's it.
Yeah, so we're going to miss next week, but we will be here on the 3rd.
Yes, on the 3rd. We will be here.
We'll be back.
We will be back. All right, guys. Thanks again. Hey, I appreciate the super chats. Thanks for helping people answer these questions in the comments. A lot of you guys have been here. You're painters, and I appreciate you guys sharing your knowledge and helping out some of the newcomers that we have here. So yeah, thanks again. Really appreciate that. And if Ashley, you don't have anything else, that's going to be it.
Nope.
Okay.
Good night, guys. Have a good weekend. We'll see you when we get back.
See you on the 2nd. Okay. Later.
Bye.